Well, hey, good afternoon or morning, whatever. My name is Jared, and I host a daily live podcast where we discuss news and politics. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch. And I'm making this video because I feel like it's been too long since I said, did you know that the President of the United States, this one, his wives, their children, the president's best friend and the president's best friend's wife ran an international sex trafficking ring for the better part of 20 years. And the entire purpose of doing that was twofold. One, obviously Donald Trump is a pedophile and wanted to connect himself with underage people. But also to sort of have the ability to extort world leaders and the heads of business and billionaires and anyone who would dare associate with him. The whole point is to get dirt on them and then use it against them. And so if you ever wondered why Donald Trump keeps getting settled with like mainstream media, look who the CEO is. Understand that they're buying his silence, right? So you notice, like, once they pay him, he has no further beef, right? And understand that he has dementia. So the target's going to shift. And ultimately, again, like I said, it's important to point out because it bothers him to great detail. He will do whatever it takes, including put himself in the position he's in. Also, his family has a chance to maintain their wealth once he dies. Because that's one of the things we've said all along, is that Donald Trump has a level of charisma that no one in the GOP does. Once Donald Trump's dead and gone, the whole thing falls apart. So the reality of the situation is we got to keep saying it. Oh, by the way, I wanted to continue to point out that as someone who's actually traveled this country and has actually left the country in my lifetime, you know, one of the most consistent things about my travel to all these cities I've been to is how fucking clean and quiet and crime-free they are, and how I can think back to just like when I was in high school about all the horrible shit that people did that is absolutely fucking crime today, and how it's different for white people. That's considered normal behavior where I'm from. And in today's world, you'd go to fucking jail for that shit. So I was like, I think about that. I should be using my platform not only to say, hey, I'm the founder of the American Socialist Party. I want everyone to have universal health care, education, income, and housing. I'm pro-equality. That means I don't actually fucking hate anyone. I'll try to give anyone the benefit of the doubt, you know? Better to remain quiet and be thought a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt, right? So I'm not here for clicks, this ain't for gags, but what I've realized is, like, if we take our eye off Epstein, Donald Trump wins. He gets to move on from this. It's not just that he's a pedophile. It's that he paid Jeffrey Epstein to get him access to world leaders and billionaires and big business. And he basically look at all the video and pictures of these men and what they did. Look at all the evidence of them all in the same room. Wonder why the list hasn't come out. And then understand that Donald Trump basically is extorting people so that he can basically invest his family's wealth in a resort on the Gaza Strip and have Israel and the United States of America basically to protect that forever and use it as a cash cow. So I want to continue to point out that he called service members suckers and losers, and then he's going to basically force himself to be into the position of being the cash cow, right? He's going to use the military as a cash cow to enrich his family forever, because he's ballsy enough to support the IDF's genocide in Gaza. By the way, free Palestine. If we don't say that enough either, in Slava Ukraine. And as we've been saying for months, make sure you get 8 hours of sleep a night, drink water, eat right, and exercise. Okay? You ought to get up with the people you care about. That's one of the things that I'm making sure that I'm doing, is that if you have anything to say, you might want to start saying it. That's what I'm getting at. You got any healing that you need to do? You might want to do that now. You might want to start reaching out if you've got something to say. Because the thing about it is not that things are going to get darker. It's just that things are not going to go the way you think they're going to go. Everybody thinks they know. And I fall for that too. But we don't. Have a good day.